Day 28, we are talking about changes in vision. Have you noticed that maybe you suddenly have to squint a little bit or hold things a little bit further or closer, or maybe you need to buy 6 packs of readers on Amazon and sprinkle them around your house? Well, there's a reason. Our eyes are particularly prone to damage from aging, from inflammation, from nutrient deficiencies, from oxidative damage, from autoimmune disease, from blood sugar. There's so many different things that can affect our eyes. And we haven't even begun to talk about we have estrogen receptors on our eyes. So even things like the loss of certain hormones can affect our vision. So what do we do about it? To start out with, I think we are bombarded with way too much blue light. As I sit here in front of a computer, one of the things that you can do is I always tell my clients, take advantage of that free natural red light therapy first thing in the morning. Get out for a short walk or close to the end of the day when the sun is setting. If you're sitting at a computer for hours on end, try to make an effort to look out at the horizon every so often because it expands and stretches your eyes versus just looking at a flat screen. You can wear blue light blocking glasses. That can be beneficial for some people for removing some of the strain and inflammation. And then, of course, certain nutrients that we know are supportive for eye health, things like fatty fish, wild salmon, and what I call the smash fish, salmon, mackerel, anchovies, sardines, herring, a good quality EPA, DHA, astaxanthin, and zeaxanthin, which are naturally found in, it kind of gives that orange pigmentation in the salmon and also in leafy greens. Another thing that we can look into is blood sugar. If you have high blood sugar, those teeny tiny little microvasculature is very easily damaged. So that could be one thing that we look into. We don't want to put additional strain on our eyes. I'm also paying attention to, because I have multiple autoimmune diseases and a family history of macular degeneration, I'm keeping an eye on those things. One of my clients has early stage macular degeneration, and that's one of the things that we need to look at all of these areas. There's emerging research on, like I said, estrogen receptors on our eyes, even GLP-1 receptors naturally produced by a healthy gut microbiome and connected to blood sugar. So that's definitely something we want to look into. Even with autoimmune disease, I have a couple clients with neurological autoimmunity, and there's certain types of autoimmune conditions that affect your eyesight, basically those optical neurons. So things like MS, multiple sclerosis, can affect your vision. If it suddenly starts to change, we can look at some of those antibodies. We can look at, are you reacting to foods like lectins and aquaporins, things that have molecular mimicry with some of those autoimmune diseases? At the end of the day, start with inflammation. Start with getting natural light on your eyes and not blasting your eyes with screens and blue light constantly. Lots of those healthy anti-inflammatory fats, vitamins, and nutrients, keeping your blood sugar in check, making sure to keep an eye on your fasting glucose, fasting insulin, A1C, uric acid, and then if we have to dig a little bit deeper, hopefully those gave you a few other areas of hormones and nutrients and just other considerations to keep your eyes healthy and good vision into old age.